Okay, guys, it's just gone 10 o'clock, so we'll get started with tonight's presentation. So please make sure you got a pen and paper handy if you want to take good notes. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And I'm going to start the presentation with a few familiar faces that you're going to see in the slideshow. And I'll give you a bit of background on these people, how they were just ordinary people who've achieved extraordinary lives. So let's get started. Okay, so the first person, obviously a lot of you would recognize this face. That's Steve Jobs, okay? He was an ordinary guy, a high school dropout, and he obviously is the founder of Apple Mac Computers and the CEO, or was. So, you know, there you go. An ordinary guy doing extraordinary things. A lot of you would know this face, Richard Branson. Again, an ordinary guy, a high school dropout. He suffered with dyslexia, okay, at a young age, poor academic performance. There you go. So, see, ordinary guy. Set up Virgin Atlantic Airways and Virgin Records. He's obviously a multi-billionaire today. Florence Nightingale. She was born into a rich family. She rebelled against her parents, entered nursing. She opened the first nursing training program. Here's another one, Albert Einstein. Teachers at school told him he wouldn't go far. He had a language delay, and he's obviously, or was obviously, a Nobel Prize winner in physics. Mother Teresa. For over 45 years, she ministered to the poor, sick, orphaned, and dying. While guiding the missionaries of Charity's expansion, first throughout India and then in other countries, Mother Teresa's missionaries of Charity continued to expand. At the time of her death, it was operating 610 missions in 123 countries, including hospices and homes for people with HIV, AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis, soup kitchens, children's and family counseling programs, orphanages, and schools. She's winner of a Nobel Peace Prize. Abraham Lincoln. Formal education consisted of about 18 months of schooling. Parents were two uneducated farmers. He was a failed businessman as a storekeeper, failed as a farmer. He despised this work. He failed in his first attempt to obtain political office. He failed when he sought the office of Speaker. He failed in his first attempt to Congress. He failed when he sought the appointment to the United States Land Office. He failed when he ran for the United States Senate, and he failed when friends sought for him the nomination for the vice presidency in 1856. Okay. Michael Jordan. He didn't make it on the high school basketball team. They said he was too short. Obviously, he was an American professional basketballer. And then you all know this face. Mark Hughes, the founder of Herbalife. Mark had a 9th grade education. He struggled as a child, started with a dream, humble beginnings. He left a legacy and a mission, and he's the founder of Herbalife, obviously, and the Herbalife Family Foundation. So I'm going to share with you guys a little video clip that I found on my computer files. It's a bit of an old one, so the clarity is not exactly 100%, but it gives you a bit of background on what kind of character Mark Hughes was.
I had this incredible dream when I wanted to start the Herbalife company that we could help people lose weight and we could help them do it safely, and they would have not just hope, that they would have reality through our products. And it's been so gratifying to me because that little tiny dream that I had, serving milkshakes on the corner, has become a reality. Because Herbalife is now, through our way of distributing the products, is the #1 weight loss product in the entire world.
The basics are what's important in our company. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I built my business, and this is how you build yours. Number 1, you use our products. Number 2, you wear the button. And number 3, you talk to people.
And the reason why you got to use the products is because the products are what get you. The products are what get you an emotional experience. The products are what actually get you inside. But have you ever noticed people that are using our products? It's not just that they lose weight, because their systems get cleansed up, because everything happens to them. It's the glow in their eye. It's the way that they feel. It's the excitement in their body. It's the way that they act that get people to do it. Now, the second thing you got to do, and I know you've heard this, you got to wear your button. But let me tell you what the button does for you, more than anything else. Yes, it's going to get you customers. Yes, it's going to help get more people involved as far as helping them out personally, as far as their nutritional needs. But I'll tell you the biggest thing this button does for you personally, as an independent distributor, when you put this button on, you say to everybody in the world, including your family, your friends, your relatives, and anybody else that might make fun of you, you say, I don't care what you think of me. I am proud to be an Herbalife distributor, and I don't care what anybody says about it.
The last thing that you've got to do is you've got to talk to people. And it's just as simple as that. If there was anything else I could give you advice on, and that would just be putting perspiration on your forehead. That would be it. The people that you saw up here today, it didn't happen by magic. It didn't happen by accident. It happened because of a couple of things. They used the products, they wore the button, and they talked to people, and they worked hard. You don't get something for not doing anything.
Everything about the products is simple. Everything is great, and everything is no problem. No problem. No problem. If you were never, ever able to make a dime in this company again, would you still be using our products, and would you still be trying to sell them to your friends, your neighbors, and everybody that you love? If you got that attitude, you'll make it. Have a great attitude. Some distributors say, well, geez, I'd have an incredible attitude. You give me one of those President's Team buttons, I'll have an incredible attitude. Get to your attitude over here. Listen, if you gave me a $700,000 check like Alan Lorenz, I'd have a wonderful attitude. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works. Here's how it works. To be successful, you have an attitude first, then the money comes. You have faith first, and then the money comes. You have incredible loyalty to the company, then it works. That's how it works. Hey, listen, you're going to have more faith in your customers sometimes than they even have in themselves. And they're going to need that guidance, and they're going to need that encouragement. Have faith in your distributors. You're going to need more faith in your distributors than they've got in themselves. Okay, and when you have that kind of faith, there's no telling what could happen. Have the faith in your organization that it's going to work. Be consistent. And be consistent about even being consistent. I've never met anybody in my entire life, any distributor that you've ever met in your entire life, that didn't have one thing in common. And that was being consistent over and over and over and over again. Hey, listen, you're not that great at it now. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you possibly can. Tomorrow morning when you get up out of bed, do a little bit better than that. The next day after that, do a little bit better than that. The more people I talk to, the luckier I get. The more people I sign up, the luckier I get. And I'm here to tell you that the more you use the products, the luckier you're going to be. And the more you wear your buttons or t-shirts or whatever it is, the luckier you're going to be. The more you talk to people, the luckier you're going to be. The more faith you got, the luckier you're going to be. The better attitude you keep, the luckier you're going to be. The more loyalty you consume up here, the better off you're going to be. The more consistent you are, the luckier you're going to be. Your success, where you go in life, is only limited to your own imagination and your own hard work.
Wow, I just love that video. That's, Mark really puts it in a nutshell there. It's your success is limited by your own imagination and hard work. And that's all it really comes down to, guys. So let's get into some more training. There's 3 parts to our business, and some of you have heard this before. The 3 ingredients for success in Herbalife. And it's basically this. And where is the difference in success? Well, let's see. The 3 ingredients is this. Obviously, number 1 is the products. We've all got the same products. It doesn't matter where we are in the marketing plan, whether you're a Get team, a Meal team, or a brand new member in the business, we all use and have access to the same products. We all have access to the same marketing plan. Doesn't matter whether you're male, female, tall, short, religion, color, none of that matters. We all have the same access to the marketing plan. So where's the difference in success? Well, it really comes back to the you factor, okay? What are you prepared to do to be successful with the products and the business? So you need to know your why. Why are you doing this business is more important than how you actually do the business. When the reason why is strong enough, the how to is easy. So there's actually 4 pillars of success in Herbalife. And it's basically A, B, C, D. And if you just remember A, B, C, D, you're on the right track. So A is equal for attitude. Ability is 10%. Attitude is 90% of the job. B is for belief. Believe in the company. Believe in the products. Believe in your mentor sponsor. Believe in the people you're working with. The only obstacle is really you. This is a photocopy business. It's a monkey see, monkey do business. And the day you stop learning is really the day you'll stop earning. C is for confidence and commitment. So come from using the products, that's where the confidence comes from. Be committed to the products. Confidence and commitment, it comes from building the business, your career, and you're not here to try anything. This has been proven for 36 years. We have more self-made millionaires than any company in the entire world, okay? We've got close to 4 million distributors worldwide. There's 7 billion people in the world, and no such thing as a saturation with our products. A lot of people get involved with us and say, oh, Herbalife's been around for a long time in our market, it's saturated. It's impossible to saturate a market. There's 7 billion people in the world, and don't forget, only 20% of the world's population actually knows about our company, okay? So that's only 1.4 billion people in the world actually know the name Herbalife, which means we've got a lot of work to do to let the rest of the world know what we're doing. D equals desire and determination. It's really up to you to have the desire and determination to make it happen. And that all starts with the product usage and the belief in your product results. So areas to focus on if you haven't already focused on it. Number one is definitely your product results, okay? Here's what I always say to people who get involved with us. If you've got weight to lose, lose it fast. Don't do it slowly because it will affect your business. If you've got weight to gain, gain it fast. If you've got to do stuff for sports performance or building muscle or whatever the case might be, get your product result as quickly as possible because that will determine how fast you go in the business. Definitely focus on trainings. You know, I applaud you all for being on tonight's training, but how many have you got distributors that aren't on tonight's training? And if your distributors aren't coming on the trainings, they're missing out on developing the skills to build a successful business. And then the third area to focus on is obviously action. We've got to do some work. We can't be sitting down twiddling our thumbs and expecting money to fall from the sky. We've got to go out there, talk to people every single day because the products don't have a voice. We are the voice for the products. So the only place where success comes before the word work is in the dictionary, okay? S comes before W. Personal development. Now, this is really key to building a successful business. First, you got to change me to change my life. So ask yourself, what do I got to do in changing myself to change my life? And if you're uncertain, then remember what you've achieved and accomplished in the past. Okay? So you've got to work on growing me or growing yourself. Help your people to grow in the business. So not only with the products and the business opportunity, but them as an individual on the person they are becoming to build a successful business. And then work on growing your business. So really a key question that I was always taught in the business is, am I the person that I need to be to achieve what I want to achieve in this business? And if you're not a president's team, that means you got work to do on self-improvement, which is personal development. And then the next part is working as a team, because obviously teamwork accelerates your business growth. It becomes easier, it goes further, and it's a lot more fun. Just like you guys that are working with us in the Derrimut Fit Camps, you see how much fun it is working as a team. Now, can you imagine running that class on your own? It wouldn't be as much fun because you haven't got your coaches and colleagues to support you and have fun with. So the Herbalife system, teamwork obviously makes the dream work. And some of you have probably heard this before. The word team actually stands for together, everyone achieves more. So here's some action steps for you all. Obviously, if you haven't registered yet with our company, first thing is to register and get some products to use. Make a list of people you know and invite them to meet with your upline or bring them to a presentation. Become a supervisor straight away this month. Do not waste any more time on this. Have a shake party straight away. Again, shake party is what launched my business. And if you're smart, you'll do a shake party straight away. Take action, do flyers, walk and talk, and do it over and over and over and over and over again. Just like Mark Hughes said, keep doing it over and over again. And then attend the next event. A quick list. Well, basically get started now, qualify for supervisor now, attend the leadership trainings. And there are two kinds of pain that you will feel. It's either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Which pain do you want to feel? Okay, so let's talk about exciting times. There's an exciting announcement that was just launched today from the company, and Herbalife is announcing next year's vacation. Okay, this is the first month to start qualifying for next year's vacation. Okay, so if there's ever a time to start focusing and doing good personal volume, it's definitely this month. Why? Because they're giving you a head start. And how they're doing that is they're going to double your volume points towards the vacation. So up to an extra 5,000 vacation points. So if you do 1,000 volume points, as you can see in the example, double volume is only for this month, the month of August. Anybody who does, for example, 1,000 volume points, the company will actually give them an extra 1,000 volume points towards the vacation. If you do 5,000 volume points, that means you've actually done 10,000 volume points towards the vacation. And if you do more than 5,000 volume points, again, the maximum they'll give you is 5,000 vacation points. So even if you do 8,000, you'll get 5,000 bonus vacation. So it's a total of 13,000 volume points to qualify for the vacation. Okay? And it's really exciting. The vacation promotion is on your emails today from Herbalife. You only need to accumulate 70, 80, or 100,000 volume points, level 1, 2, or 3, to qualify for next year's vacation. So make sure you check your emails from Herbalife that came out today, understand the promotion, and as I've said in previous trainings, if you just focus on the vacations and qualifying for the vacations, you should qualify for all other events quite naturally, okay? And you've never been on a Herbalife, if you've never been on a Herbalife vacation, you haven't really been on a vacation. So they really treat you like royalty. It's all 5-star, the fun, the activities, the whole holiday. You'll come back from that holiday, you'll make sure you'll never miss a Herbalife vacation again. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much it from me. What I'm going to do is open it up for questions. If anyone's got any questions, please come on and ask. Otherwise, we shall wrap up the call. Anyone got any questions for me? No? I'm taking silence as a no.
Well, Roger?
Yes.
I've got something that's sort of not related, but I'll ask while I've got you here.
Yeah.
On the Herbalife website, those motivation videos?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to click on them, and it says that I need my ID or something like that, and I put my ID and it doesn't log in. Is that right?
No, you shouldn't have a problem. Are you able to log into your BizWorks, your Herbalife account? Normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go in.
Sorry, Roger, with me, I think I know what Marco's talking about. It says you need to put your PIN number in.
Yeah, that.
In videos that won't let you, it won't let you go into unless you got your PIN number.
What PIN number is it?
It'll be the one that you log in with the Herbalife.
Yeah, I'll put that in and it won't work.
Okay, so the other thing you can do, I'll just really quickly show you. Can you still see my screen there?
Yep.
Okay, let me just go into my Herbalife.
Sorry, I know this is off topic.
No, that's fine, but I'll show you anyway. Log in. Okay.
No, still with the vacation screen.
So we log into myherbalife.com. Okay. So as you can see, guys, I'm already at 2,500 personal volume this month. Okay. If you go down the bottom here, Marco, see video library.
I can't see that screen. I can only see the vacation screen that you just had the last one.
I only see the vacation screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. View share. Let's stop sharing that one first, and then I've got to share. Let's do it this way. Share screen. Can you see that now?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm over 2,500 personal volume so far this month, guys, and we're only halfway through the month. Okay, so see video library down the bottom here?
Yep.
Click on that. As you can see, it's going straight to it. A minute.
So Roger, when I do that on mine,
Yeah.
it'll have videos there, but it'll have certain videos will have like a X through it or something I can't watch. And when I click on it, it'll say put my pin in.
Those ones with the lock. See, like the orange lock on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones.
Oh, yeah, these ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
So that's my login. There we go. Working fine. Maybe I'm just trying to see what this lock actually means. It could be that you got to have BizWorks for those ones.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you don't have BizWorks.
Possibly. Because I log in with the different, like I don't have numbers when I log in. Is that? Yeah.
No. I mean, look, that's something you can ring Herbalife and ask them.
Okay. Yep.
It won't hurt to ask. At least you'll understand the reason why.
Cool.
All right. Any other questions, guys? No questions. All right. Awesome. Excellent. So I hope you got a lot out of tonight's training. Again, this is the importance of attending all trainings, because you never know which one will relate to you and what you're doing in your business, or what you can pick up from different things. I mean, definitely a great training tonight to see that these ordinary people becoming extraordinary. And, Mark Hughes, wow, a 9th grade education who's developed this $7.8 billion company. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay. So guys, exciting times. Next training's on tomorrow night. Don't forget, we've got our DMO training tomorrow night, where you'll learn another daily method of operation. Don't miss out on that. Make sure you're encouraging your members and distributors to come onto these calls, because if they're not learning, they're definitely not earning. So guys, again from me, good night, God bless, and see you tomorrow night. Bye for now.
See you, mate.
See ya.